Hello.
Hi.
I just wish that I could like drop my hands off. How did it even get in there? Are you having fun? I'm having quite a day. It's one of those like perfect storms. And that is a bug. Hello, hello, and welcome to another Life of the Troxels vlog. It is the start of a new week, the start of a new month with March, and so I'm feeling really good about the week ahead. I need to do some monthly resets kind of things. I have to, update our little family calendar that we have and switch that out for March. We had a big Costco grocery order and I want to kind of prep the stuff that we got, put that into the freezer for some meals later in the week. And I need to clear off my desk. It got a little crazy in the last couple of weeks, and so I'm like, let me clear that off and just have like a fresh start for a fresh week, a fresh month, and everything like that. Kind of do those little things around the house that my future self will thank me for. I'm gonna be working on those in the next couple of days, and I'm really looking forward to a good week ahead. And I'll share with you what I can when different things come up that I hope that you find interesting. So I'm so glad that you're here and watching another Life of the Troxels vlog, and let's go ahead and get started on our week. Just sitting in the car, got my nails done, and getting my nails done is one of those things where like I like having them done. I'll, get rid of all the hangnails, get the pretty colors, and just, I like having my nails done. It makes me feel very put together, especially when I don't do my hair or do my makeup every day. But having to go to the salon and sit there for an hour is not what I enjoy. I enjoy having my nails done, but I don't enjoy getting them done. I just wish that I could like drop my hands off and then come back an hour later and then they'll be done. And so I was thinking of doing it at home. I mean, when we had just like regular polish, I would do my nails at home all the time. But with gel, obviously it's a little bit harder, but I love having gel just because it just seems so much worth it. It's more worth it for the time that you're putting into getting your nails done. It lasts longer. I've been thinking of doing my nails at home, my gel nails at home. And not even for the price, like it was only $35 for a manicure. And I was like, that's cheaper than a meal out for my family to like go out to eat for dinner one night. So I'm like, that's totally fine. I do not get them done every 2 weeks. I'm like a once a month kind of person. So, especially because I just don't enjoy being there and then watching daytime TV, and you have to plan it around when you have, all your kids are in school or daycare, but you don't have any work meetings. So you got to go on your lunch hour, and I can't go, in the evenings because then they're not open. And then it becomes like all this too much mental load for something that's supposed to be enjoyable. All of these reasons, I was like, I should start doing my own gel nails at home. And I don't know why I haven't done it before. I know a lot of people have like the kits and everything that you can do, and so I'll have to look into it and see like which kits are good. Some are hit and miss. Some people like the really little lights, some people like the full-on set, and then you have to have all the different colors, and I'm like, that's not the end of the world. I can buy like 4 or 5 colors that I find a kit that has some colors that I like. I just like pink. I'll just get all shades of pink. Let me know if you have a recommendation for like a starter kit to start doing gel nails at home, because I definitely think that's something I'm gonna look into. Especially now I have a 5-year-old. She loves getting her nails done, and so I think that'd be fun to do that together versus, I don't want to have to take her to the salon. Let me know if you have recommendations for like a starter kit for gel nails at home, because I think that's gonna be my next little purchase for myself.
Everyone else did that.
And I was like, no, it's all of you. And it's also all of you to my siblings. I'm like, you're the reason that your children are acting this way too. I'm taking my responsibility, but you're all responsible for your children's behavior too. And so then they were included in the letter. They're like, oh no.
So when I was packaging up this ground beef, I was listening to the Kylie Kelsey podcast, the Not Gonna Lie. And I love this podcast. I love Kylie. She's also pregnant with baby number 4 and due almost the exact same time as me. Has 3 girls already. So I just feel very much that our lives are kind of lining up. But I separated out all that ground beef into a bunch of different servings to put into our freezer. I love making them flat like that. One, it just makes it easier to stack and store in the freezer, but it also makes it so quick to defrost as opposed to like a big old chunk. We can get dinner on the table even if we forget to defrost it.
So 4 pounds of ground beef, and then 1.5 pounds. Hey y'all, this is why you wash your fruits and veggies. Got this pack of raspberries from Costco, and that is a bug. So we have a puppy dog hanging out with us, but here is all of the fruit that was all washed and is now prepped and put away and ready to go in our fridge. So they got these here, 2 things of strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, grapes. These are all going to go inside fridge, and then these are going to go into our outside fridge in the garage. And just going to put the lids on them. And as much work as it is to wash them, prep them, clean them, sort them, get all the little icky ones out, I have to say it does last longer. They do stay nicer when they're in these containers than if they're in the original containers in the fridge. So it's definitely worth the hard work, especially when you have this much fruit. This is like $100 worth of fruit.
So this day I decided to do kind of a monthly reset and redo the calendar that we have set up here. We have this like whiteboard calendar, and I was kind of against it at first. I thought it would be kind of an eyesore right in the middle of our kitchen, but it was actually Eric's idea, and it definitely helps when you have 3 kids and the parents and all of the different activities and doctor's appointments and holidays. And knowing when the bills are due and just having everything in one place really does make life a little bit easier, kind of makes it easier to run a household. So I make sure every month to reset the calendar and update it, and I'm already needed to move on into April at this point. But definitely helps keep the household running and worth the extra time to get this set up.
This is a mess. Can't even see my desk right now. My voice. Tell me you have a toddler daughter without telling me. Our little kitty ended up in my makeup bin this morning. He's gonna hang out with me.
It's kind of funny to me now doing this voiceover after the fact that I spent all this time resetting my desk and getting it all cleaned up, and then knowing the devastation that comes after with having kids home from school. And it's basically just back to what it was before, just cluttered and a mess. And I just need to get my space back that my kids have kind of taken over. But it is nice to just reset a little bit and have a fresh space. It really helps keep like a fresh mind and makes it easier to focus. So while I want to say like it wasn't worth taking the time to clean it because it just got dirty again, it's definitely nice to have a clean space and worth it to take the extra time even if it gets dirty again. Then I had a baby checkup, doctor's appointment, watching Miss Congeniality while I wait, and I am already 36 weeks pregnant. So baby is coming very soon. Okay. I don't know why they play Bruno Mars every 10 seconds on the radio. But like, these are my house keys. I just pulled out my keys. And how does this happen? How does this key get stuck in the ring? Like, I can't, it doesn't go out that way. And then it doesn't go out that way through the ring. So it has to go this way. But then this one is stuck in the ring. And I'm like, how did it even get in there? And now I can't get it out. Ah, first world problems. Also, this isn't a real key. This is actually a knife. But it's a little knife. This has come in handy. I've used it for like opening packages or something if I needed to. But it's also supposed to like, you know, maybe even be like a weapon if I need it. And TSA hasn't caught on to that yet either. But anyway, my key. How does this happen, y'all? Tell me you live in Southern California without telling me, and that is wearing Ugg boots even when it's raining, because it's only raining like sprinkles. Hi!
Hi!
I'm saying hi to Rosie Cat. Yeah. She wants some cuddles. So. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So. I'm having quite a day. Do you ever have that thing where you, like, if someone else gets an injury, like you're watching like a football game and they like hurt their knee and you're like, ooh, my knee, like it hurts it, or you saw someone like knock out a tooth and you're just kind of like, ooh, yeah, that, like I can feel it in like my mouth. So I'm at school right now to pick up Maddie because they think she has pink eye. And it's like, you know, okay, you're in kindergarten, you have pink eye, like, that's fine, we'll deal with it. But now I'm sitting here and I'm like, my eye is kind of like itchy. And it's not like red or like anything. I think I'm just like getting like those like phantom pains or like sympathy pains. Like, oh, she has pink eye. Like, do I have pink eye? Do the rest of my kids have pink eye? Am I gonna be stuck with them at home the rest of the week? So, yes, I'm having quite a day. Quite a day. I think I want to get myself a little treat to make myself feel better, like a little iced coffee. I've been kind of avoiding the iced coffees this week. Like, I don't need to spend the money. But what I really want is Dutch Bros. And I love Dutch Bros coffee, but there's not one in Los Angeles County at all. So if I want to go, I have to drive to Orange County, and I'm like, I'm not driving to Orange County just to get a nice coffee. So I'll just stick with my tried and true favorite, a Coffee Bean. But yeah, just one of those days. I'm like, little treat yourself day. Are you having fun with the clothespins? Yeah? Yeah. Just gonna make a little pile. These are the things that entertain a 1-year-old. Keep you busy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
You got the book too, Summer? Oh, I like those clothespins.
What clothespins? Oh.
Yep.
I did that.
You sure did.
I like baby. No, baby. Baby. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no.
And this is where the week starts to kind of take a turn. I had the littlest and the biggest go to the doctor, and Summer has a double ear infection. Everyone ends up with pink eye for 2 or 3 days in a row. Has to stay home with me and basically just destroy the house because I have to work while they're at home. Hi. I've just been laying on the couch like this, trying to relax and have a little bit of quiet time with the week that I had. I started off so good and had such high hopes, and it definitely got away from me this time. It's one of those like perfect storms where multiple things are kind of going wrong, which makes it hard to just stay on track. Where it's like, if one thing went wrong, I could fix that. I could deal with that. But because I had these other things happening, it kind of was like a perfect storm. Let me, I can't even sit up straight on the couch because I'll get really bad heartburn. But somehow we got pink eye in this family, and it started off with the baby. It started off with Summer, so I thought I'd have her home with me while I'm working. Like, I have a full-time job, an office job, so like I actually have to be at home and at my desk for 8 hours a day, which is very challenging when you have a 1.5-year-old running around. I'm like, okay, that's fine, I can deal with it. And then I get the call in the middle of the day that Maddie has to be picked up from school because she's showing symptoms of pink eye. So now that's 2 kids home with me and that I have to deal with. Plus I have to call the doctor and make an appointment, an emergency or a same day pediatrician appointment to get those 2 kids in and get them going on some medication so they can end up going back to school. So that was a whole process. Hoping that the 3rd one doesn't go down. Spoiler alert, the 3rd one also ends up with it. That makes logical sense when we're all in the same family. At this point, Eric and I have not gotten pink eye, and it's safe for us, but I don't know. What happened is I had a day with Summer and Maddie home with me, and then I had to have a second day of work where I had Summer and Maddie and Brooklyn home with me while I'm still working full time. And it wouldn't be the end of the world because I could just take like a PTO day and take a day off and deal with the fact that my kids are sick. But I am doing training at work where I'm training the person who's going to be covering for me on maternity leave. And so I can't take a day off of work because then that person isn't getting their training that they need, and then they're just sitting around not being able to do anything because they're not trained on anything. And that's only their 2nd day, and so the first day that they get to meet me, I am this like crazy person and have kids like coming in and out of the screen and interrupting me and just like pushing me over the edge just a little bit. I'm like, I could deal with it if it was just like the one kid being sick. I could deal with it if I could take a day off of work. I could deal with it if it's, one or the other, but I get both at once. And it's just kind of, one of those weeks. I'm very grateful that I'm able to send my kids to daycare and to school during the day, and so I'm home and working because it is hard, or like basically impossible, next to impossible, to work and have your kids home with you with all of the things that they need. I was thinking once they got older, it would get easier because the older she gets, she can get her own snacks, she can go to the bathroom by herself, she can work the TV by herself, she can play by herself. But no, it's not easier because then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. She's too big to sit on my lap while I'm working. And then she wants to play with me more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and wants to play with me more. And then she wants me a lot more and She has her homework that she needs my help with. So having Maddie home was a challenge. And then I had Summer home as well, who gets into everything. She's a better napper. So I had a little break at nap time, but she needs help with all of her snacks and she needs help with diaper changes. And she'll climb up onto the fireplace and then get stuck and not be able to get down, and then I have to come help her. She got into so many things in my room, like under my desk. She found some clothespins somehow. I didn't even know I had clothespins under there, and she found them and decided to make a mess with them. And so I just had to deal with it while I was working. And you think it gets easier to have your kids home with you when they get older, but I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I don't think there is an easy age. Maddie, what are you eating?
Donut.
Summer, let me see. What do you got?
Summer, what do you got? Show
What do you
Mama.
got?
What do you got?
What do you got?
Mama, this is our ship. Yes. And that's the water. Mama.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
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 So once we all had 2 days of antibiotics in us and we're on the mend, we did one of our favorite things as a family, which is get some donuts and breakfast and go to a park, and just had our whole family spend time together with some sunshine and fresh air, and really set us off for a much better upcoming week. So thanks for watching another Life of the Troxels video.